Okay, for our second story, we'll be reading a story in the literature anthology called Flip. Okay, last week we said that the story or parts of the cover of a book would have three things. First, and the cover of the story would have the title, which is in today's story is called Flip. And when you see the word by, and then there's a name, by Ezra R. Tanaka, by means that the story is written by Ezra R. Tanaka. That means Ezra here is the author. This person is the person who wrote the story. Illustrated by Michael Garland. Illustrated means that the person, this person drew pictures in the story. Okay, the pictures drawn in the story are made by Michael Garland. So on book cover, there are three parts: the title of the story, the name of the author, and the name of the illustrator. All right, so our second story is called Flip. And the idea of this week's story is, how can a pet be special to a person? All right, let's start reading Flip. Flip is my pet. Flip is big. Flip cannot go in. Flip is sad. So this girl has a pet dinosaur, and she's saying that his name is Flip and he's her pet. But Flip is so big that he cannot enter the school. That's why he is sad. Flip pulls me in. Flip and I go to class. Okay, so the girl's going to school and she took her pet dinosaur. But because the Flip is so big, he cannot go in. So what does he do? He pulls her inside the school. And then what happened? Both of them, the girl and Flip, go to class. Flip sits. Be good, Flip. So Flip goes into the class with the girl and he sits. So the girl says, be good, Flip, behave. On page 55, Flip likes class. He likes class. What class do you think they're in? They're all drawing, so this is our class. Flip likes class. Page 56, the kids like Flip. So Flip, he likes staying in class, and so the kids also like Flip. On page 57, Miss Black is mad. Sit down, Flip. So Flip is sitting in the Flip was sitting on the chair, and the girl was telling him, behave, be good. Flip likes to be in class, and the kids like Flip having him in class. But the teacher, Miss Black, is angry. She is mad, and she shouts at him and says, sit down, Flip. Okay, here is a chart that I put together talking. Remember that a key detail chart has parts, because the story has the beginning, middle, and end. So what happened in the beginning? Flip is a pet. He is a big pet. Where do they go? They go to school, but he is sad because he cannot go in. What happens? Flip pulls the girl and they go into class. Flip makes a mess. Miss Black is mad. She's angry because he makes a mess. On page 58, look at Miss Black. Flip has a plan. So their teacher is trying to put the words, the spelling words on the board, and she cannot reach. It's too high. And the kids are saying, look at Miss Black. And Flip has a plan. He has an idea. Flip did it. The class claps because Flip sees that Miss Black cannot put the card on the board. He helps her. He puts Miss Black on his neck so she can go up and put the card with the spelling word. on page 61. Can Flip come back? Flip can, said Miss Black. Flip is glad. So when Flip helped the teacher, the class is very happy and they clap their hands for Flip. At the end of the day, the kids asked Miss Black, can Flip come back to school? Miss Black said, yes, he can. And Flip is glad. And we said that glad means that is another word for happy. Okay? Again, what happened in the beginning of the story? In the beginning of the story, the girl said that Flip is a big pet. What kind of pet is Flip? He's a dinosaur. Where do they go? They go to school, but he cannot go in, so he is sad. Okay, so what happens? Flip pulls the girl into the school and they go to class. So he's sitting in class, Flip is sitting in class, and the girl tells him to be good. Then he makes a mess. How did the teacher feel? The teacher was angry, and she shouted at him and said, Flip, sit down. Later on, when the teacher had trouble putting the flashcard on the board, Flip decided to help the teacher and carry her on his neck. Okay, the class was very happy and they clapped their hands, and the teacher said that Flip can come back to class, and he was glad. Okay, again, those are the key details of the story. What are the key details? The key details are sentences or events that help you understand the story better. Okay, so again, Flip is a big pet. He goes to school and makes a mess. Miss Black is mad that he makes a mess. Flip helps Miss Black, and then she says he can come back to class. Okay, so when we talk about the genre of the story, we said that this week the genre is a fantasy. Okay, what is a fantasy? It's an imaginary story with imaginary characters and events, and the events that happen in the story can never happen in real life. Okay, can you tell me why this story is a fantasy? Because first of all, there aren't any more dinosaurs on Earth. Second of all, we've never seen anyone have a dinosaur as a pet, right? Because there are no more dinosaurs, and a dinosaur cannot be a pet. What else? The characters are not real, and the things that happen in the story can never happen in real life. That's why the story is a fantasy. Again, a fantasy is a made-up story or imaginary story with made-up characters and events the events can never happen in real life.